Before Broadway opened its doors, where did Black playwrights, actors, and directors tell their stories? Welcome to Theater History Thursdays. Today's topic is the Black Little Theater movement. Just as the larger Little Theater movement emerged in the early 20th century, African American artists were able to use the concept in their fight for civil rights, cultural identity, and artistic self-determination. At that time, mainstream stages either underrepresented Black stories or presented harmful stereotypes. The rise of the Black Little Theater movement from 1918 to 1927 emerged from an urban middle class seeking cultural enrichment that authentically portrayed the goals, ideals, and accomplishments of their own race, and from Black actors, playwrights, and directors unable to find work in mainstream theater. Every major city had an African American theater group, but Cleveland, Chicago, New York City's Harlem, and Washington, D.C. were the most productive. W.E.B. Du Bois' Kriegwa Players, also known as the Crisis Guild of Writers and Artists, was in D.C. and was the most influential and, for a while, the most successful of these groups as it featured the works of the most powerful writers in the Harlem Renaissance: Langston Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston, Angelina Weld Grimke, Georgia Douglas Johnson, May Miller, among others. These theaters were often tiny in scale but huge in impact, intimate spaces where creativity thrived despite limited resources. The movement helped define the aesthetics of Black theater: bold, community-centered, activist, experimental, and deeply rooted in lived experience. Many of the plays dealt with lynchings that were a common occurrence, especially in the South. It was a form of advocacy that humanized Black victims and positioned these incidents as a real crisis. The movement also championed accessibility. Performances were held in Black neighborhoods, priced affordably, and spoke intentionally to Black audiences who had long been denied meaningful representation on mainstream stages. Theater remained a powerful tool for these activists. At New Perspectives Theater Company, we share the spirit that powered the Black Little Theater movement. We develop and present new plays and new playwrights, especially women and people of color, just as these early Black leaders carved out essential creativity for marginalized voices. Our Voices from the Edge program has been showcasing Black playwrights since 1997. Many of the artists featured in the series have carried on the legacy of the Black Little Theater movement. Much of their work was originally developed and presented in community spaces first. That's all for this week's Theater History Thursday. Be sure to follow us and stay tuned for more.